Welcome back, everybody. In this one, I'm gonna essentially show you how to install the KDE in the Arch Linux. Last time we left off, we installed the Arch Linux base installation. If you haven't seen that video, you can go ahead and look at that one. So I have created a how to install the base installation. That one we installed the ptrfs partition and Arch Linux using grub and the grub bootloader, and we set everything up essentially uh, the using the Arch wiki way, not the Arch install tool, but you can try that and so that we are on the same page essentially. And in this one, I'll show you how to install the KDE. So first of all, because I have I'm going to install it into the virtual machine. So let's go ahead and start our virtual machine where we have the Arch Linux space installation essentially. Let's go ahead and start. So let's go and install. One, two, three. All right. So we are logged in. First thing first, let me zoom this in. Hopefully you guys can see. So first thing we want to do is we want to clone the yay so that we can install the yay. So let's do git. We'll go into the documents, clone https aur.archlinux.org/yay.git. You don't know what yay is? Yay is a package, Pacman wrapper. There is a spelling error. We find now, yes. So Pacman wrapper that works with the Arch user repository. So make pkt -si, so this will install the yay into our system. And it's really helpful to like automate the process essentially to install stuff from the AUR. All right, so I think I could have used the yay bean package so that I don't have to compile it, but it's already shouldn't take long. Yep. All right, let's install that. So that's yay is installed. Now what we can go ahead and do is we don't want to install the full-fledged KDE because it has a lot of stuff. I generally try to install the minimum stuff first and then pick and choose what I want to install. So what we can do is essentially we will install the Plasma desktop. This will install as minimum as possible. Some of the stuff that we will need is KDE system, and these are all the groups from the KDE. So it will utility, and then we want the console to be there. We want the package, the K screen to configure our display and other stuff. And then we want to install the login manager, essentially SDDM, and to configure that we can also do SDDM-M. So let's go ahead and do that. So here we can, there are 8 members in the group. We'll do all. KDE utilities, yes, we'll do all. So it will install that stuff. We will do Pipewire jack here because we're going to use the Pipewire, remember. We can do the FFmpeg one here, yes. And I think here MPV is also fine, or you could do VLC. I think for this one doesn't really matter. And Crony or Fcron. Let's just go with the Crony. And for this one, test data, I believe is for ENUS is 38 or 34 or something. Let me just double check. No, the one we want English 30, right? Let's go ahead and do that 30, and we will install that. So I will come back when this is done. Okay, so I ran into some error. I think the issue is here. We need to just sync the packages and then rerun it. Pipewire chat. So make sure you sync the packages before. I forgot that. And MPB is fine. And here it was 30, right? Yes. And Crony. And we'll do yes. Now it should be fine. Yeah. So sometimes it does happen if you haven't synced the packages with the server, then you need to initially do sudo pacman -syy or yay-syy essentially. So it's going now. Alrighty. And it should be pretty quick. All right. So now that this is done, what we want to do is enable the login manager. So we do sudo systemctl enable sddm. So that should enable the service essentially. We also want to install something called Octopi. This is a I know KDE has a Discover, the package manager, but this one is, I think, is really nice. It gives you a I will explain why I suggest this one, but let's go ahead and install this one first. So it's essentially a package manager which is built on Qt, and I think it really works nice with KDE. I would have suggested to install on Genome as well, but then it would pull some of the Qt related dependency, and I don't like to mix and match those stuff. But I think this is really nice in terms of like helping you discover packages or which one you want to install and other stuff. But let's go ahead and just install this one first, and then we will reboot and logging into our system. All right, so I think it's compiled, done. Let's install that. All right, so now we can go ahead and reboot. So it should log us into the essentially I believe I forgot to install console or not. It's fine. I think it should be there or not. Yes, so the console is there. So yes, and the octopi should be here as well somewhere. Yes, the octopi is here. All right, so this is their KDE. So first thing we want to do is, because we installed K-Screen, we have the display configuration here. Let's go ahead and change this properly. All right, so that should be fine, right? Actually, I can go ahead and even do this one. Yeah, I think you should do this one, right? All right, let's do it and do that. All right. The next thing we want to do is I'll show you. So right now, if you go to the system setting, you might be seeing some of the things missing here. That's because we've done like a bare minimum install that we want to get away with. So we have the discover here, but what we can do, we can open the first of all, let's install the sound related stuff. So the pulse wire number. All right, so that's done. And we can enable the systemctl, enable systemctl dash user, enable Pipewire, and then we'll do Pipewire, and then we'll enable the wire prompter. Reboot, and we'll see if we can get the sound working. All right. Let's see if the sound is working or not. Obviously, you can't see it here right now because we haven't added that applet yet, which is fine. But I'll just show you the reason why I'm doing this is because it gives you an idea of what to pick and choose. Sometimes it has something that you really don't want, and it becomes a hassle to uninstall it later because you don't know what dependency it pulled. So this is for like if you really want like really clean. So let's go ahead and first open the Octopi. So the good thing about this one is compared to Discover is I like that it has groups here. So it has a nice categories, right? And for each package, it has a nice like what's the dependency, what's the URL, what it does, and everything. So first we can go to the Plasma group here, essentially, right? So we can add KDE Plasma add-ons. We should be fine. So Network Manager, PT6, so we'll add that, install. We don't need that, that's fine. Info Center, sure, we'll add that. This one is nice. The simple daemon to allow software. This is to update the firmware if you want to do that. Yes, and we want to add. Let's just go one by one. Essentially, so this is for let's add the Discover. If you want to add some flat pack, so we'll add the flat pack and package the QT6 is nice. So to interact with the Linux Arch Linux. We will add the Flatpak KCM. KCM is to like control the Flatpak permissions through the system settings here. So that's really nice. Then GTK config, we can add that. So it will allow us to, we don't need to add that. This is an optional dependency. If you have a GTK application, then you can control some configurations from the KDE. So that's nice. We add this one. Hey, Info Center, did we add that? Yes, we add that. So KRDP, this is remote desktop stuff. SSH ASPAS, this is good if you want to configure the key to store the SSH keys and the other into the wallet. I will add that, obviously. K-wallet ham integration, obviously we will add that. So it will install the K-wallet and other stuff. Yes. So KRIT, we don't need that. Oxygen, if you want the Oxygen theme is fine. I'm not gonna do too much theming stuff here. So we'll do Plasma Disk, right? So this will add like monitor smart capable of imminent failure. Yes, we will add that. Firewall, we will add that. The control panel. We don't need UFW. We have the firewall D. So we will do that essentially. Firewall D, yes. So we have the firewall D, so we don't need that. This is for managing network connection. Absolutely need it. Open Connect client for Cisco and ABPN Connect. If you want to add that, that's fine. Plasma, this is because we have installed the Pipewire. Here it says using Pulse Audio, but that's fine because if you have installed the Pipewire Pulse plugin, the Pipewire Pulse package, then it will work with it. So it should be fine. You're still going to be using Pipewire. We don't need Plasma SDK. System monitor, sure. Let's install that. Thunderbolt, we don't need that. Plasma Vault, fine. Plasma welcome, sure, we'll add that. If you want some, Playmouth is like a boot screen logo. If you want that, I don't generally use it, but if you want to add that, then you can go ahead. Print Manager, if you wanna have the just add the printer configuration, yes, let's go ahead and do that. Spectacle screenshot utility, yes, let's do that. All right, so let's do the plasma stuff first. So run in terminal, plasma group thing first. So the reason why I do this, because some of the things I really don't like I use LibreOffice, but I don't particularly like the KMail. And once you install like the dependency, then it's really hard to like clean it up later. So here is the welcome center now. Yep, it's really nice. We'll give you some stuff. It's fine. Finish. All right. The applet should come here once it's all done. We can restart and yes, please install all that stuff. All right. So if you restart, then the sound and other stuff should come here. Let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty. Yep. So the sound is here and we can hear the sound. The good thing about this is it gives you an idea of how to like fine tune your system, right? And it gives you an idea about, okay, this is the actual package I need to make this stuff work. Essentially, it will help you in the future. Essentially, if something goes wrong and you know, oh, how do I fix that? And then you can go ahead and look at, oh, this package that I'm missing, or it's because of this package or that package. So it helps you to kind of so now that we have installed the Discover, so you can control your Flatpak packages through this one and some of the other stuff, which is fine. Yeah, so it will show this one, but generally I prefer to use the, you can use packaged kit, because we installed the packaged kit. You can update the Arch Linux packages through here, but generally I prefer to use the console and do the yay. Go ahead, open the console, and we'll do yay. So it will just update the stuff. Zoom in. Right, so it's gonna update the kernel. Okay, so it seems like the 14.9 kernel is here. So sure, we can go ahead and do that. So while that's doing that, let's go back to the Tokai. There are other groups that I want you to look at. All right. So we can go ahead and check the applications here. Like accessibility is fine, but we can check the, for example, utilities. We install the whole package, so should be fine. System, we install the whole package. SDK, we don't really need it. If you want, like there is this compare tool. It's like graphical tool difference and other stuff. We can add the Dolphin plugin, sure. KDE PIM, so I don't use Kmail, so I don't need anything from here. That's perfectly fine. KDE Office, if you want like a markdown editor, then there is this Ghostwriter. Network, we will need this KDE network file sharing if you want to have the KDE or Dolphin integrated with the share, using the Dolphin to like, you know, control the Samba share and other stuff, then this is good. If you want like torrent, zero conf, we will need that if we install the Awahi stuff. So I think we installed that already. Yes, so we'll take that. Falcon, the browser, so let's install that. We don't have a browser yet. We don't need the genome keyring. We have the wallet, so Let's install the Falcon, Anglefish, browser, Kirigami. That's fine. So for multimedia, you can have the Alisa, the music player. You got the Dragon, the multimedia. I am not sure if it installed the MP4. Yeah, it would, because yeah, MPV media player. So if you want to use that, that's also fine. For thumbnails, we can use FFmpeg thumbs. So it will show the thumbnails into the Dolphin. Plasma Tube for the YouTube player, Kwave, sound editor. If you're gonna do some video editing, you can have the Kdenlive and other stuff, which is fine. I don't need it here. You have the Ocular for documentation, so let's go ahead and do that. We will Mobi packet files. I'm sure we need that, but we need the unwritten archiver for sure. Let's go the thumbnailers. Yes, let's add that. Color chooser camera for the photo cameras. Sure, we'll do. Ariana is the EPUB reader for mobile device. Camera, if you have the camera, you can do that. Yes, for sure. I don't need games here, so be fine. Education, they have some nice education apps. If you want to do that, right? For example, I think they had where is the? I wish they had the periodic table or something like that. Yeah, here, Calcium. Let's install that. Sure. KDE application. So here you wanna add. This is all like together, essentially. So you wanna. I think we wanna add Dolphin plugins. I think I already added that. No. Yes. Dolphin plugins. Alisa, Falcon we added. FFmpeg thumbs we added. Yes. Ghostwriter. We can add Kamoso, a web recorder. So if you have a web recorder, webcam, then you can do that. Calculator we added. Let's see what else. What else they got? I'm not sure if we added Kate. I think Kate should come with it, right? Yes, Kate we added the text editor. Yes. Kmail we don't need it really. Compile, contact, conversation, K organization. I don't really use some of the office stuff from the KDE. I generally use LibreOffice and some other stuff. I can do that, but yeah. Ocular we added. Partition manager, you obviously want that. Plasma tube, I don't really need that, but yeah. Oh yeah, the Yaku so essentially is the drop down terminal. After all is fine. So if you do that, it will give you the drop down terminal. I use it a lot, so that's really nice. So let's go ahead and install that stuff. Sure. And give the password. Install it. Sure. Alrighty. Now I'll be back when this is done. All right, so it's done. Let's go ahead and give it a restart. I don't think you need to restart, but let's just go ahead and give it a restart, I guess. And there you have it. You can change this actually. If you don't like the look of the session manager, and because we install the KCM package for the SSDM, so you can go ahead and For example, in the what's in the window manager, give me a second. You got the printer here, yes. Colors and themes, yes, here, login screen, right? Let's give it a breeze. Apply. One, two, three. Okay. All right. And then you can change the dark color or whatever, right? Dark mode. I use dark mode, but I'm not gonna bother with too much about the yeah. So most of the stuff should be here. You can add a new printer here if you have that. So that should give you the most of the stuff. And here you should have like the development, education. So here is the periodic table that we installed. Really nice. Graphics, you got the document viewer, scanning the thing if you have. You got the Falcon. I don't know how this got installed, but whatever. Alisa Kamoso for your webcam. VLC media player also got installed somehow. Ocular again, right? You get the Dolphin firewall. Yeah, to open, not discover. Sorry, my bad. Let's go and open the Dolphin. Yeah, that's the Dolphin. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it. That should give you like all the stuff that you need to like get started with the KDE essentially. And yeah, let me know how you like it. Leave a like and subscribe or whatever. Let me know what you have some specific things you want me to cover next time. Um, Really helpful. Thank you. See you guys. Bye.